amidst the city's 7+ hills. Welcome to Paycor Stadium
What
in
are they
Cincinnati,
doing?
Ohio. Today, we're ready for an entertaining battle. It's the New York Jets and the Cincinnati Bengals. Ready to get this game started. Here's Evan McPherson. And we're off and running at Paycor Stadium.
What are they doing home here, Kyle?
There's Isaiah Davis on the return.
That was
In
so
the end, he's
bad.
able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. So the Jets take the field for their first drive. They're led out by a respected veteran now in year 15 here in the NFL, Teron Taylor.
Don't think for a second, Kate, he hasn't heard the noise. Read the comments from the keyboard warriors who say they just want somebody else leading this team. But let me let you in on a little secret. Those criticisms, they can fuel quarterbacks. Make that chip on the shoulder even bigger to prove people wrong and to show I really do belong in this league.
Unable to find Adonai Mitchell with that one. And it's going to be second down. Off the play fake, he'll throw. He takes it himself.
Now, that's a situation may have worked out better if he'd thrown the ball. His running ability gets him a chunky yards, but still some work to do to get that first down.
Bengals going down here. 6 DBs out there, third down. They'll work against the blitz. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So an 0-2 start to the game for him, Brock, and not surprisingly, his team headed to the sideline after a 3-and-out.
I think it's going to take a few more incompletions before they start to panic, but that's far from the type of start they had planned for in this one.
Now on fourth down, here's Austin McNamara out to punt for the Jets. Shoots away from one. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. So here come the Bengals, ready for their opening drive. And at the helm, won his second comeback player of the year award last year with a career-best season. Now in year 6 here in the NFL, it's Joe Burrow.
When Joe Burrow's between the white lines, he's one of the game's best and most entertaining quarterbacks. He just has a cool factor that is the envy of so many. Nothing seems to bother them other than some injuries that unfortunately have ended seasons early. When he's on the field, timing, the anticipation, Kate, the precision with which he plays, he has very few peers.
On first down, here's Burrow.
That looks so bad.
That throw finds Jamar Chase. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. He'll get 16 yards on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
Burrow on first down. Little off center. His man just couldn't adjust to it. All right, partner testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. It'll be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is?
To win it. So it's 2nd and 10 now. Ball still at that 39-yard line.
Next time, maybe just go to the barber shop.
Short pass brought in.
Oh, no. But it's
And they're going to have first and goal. He's out of bounds just shy of that 5-yard
so
line.
bad. Next time, maybe just go to the barber shop.
33 yards and a new set of downs, too.
I have loved this opening script. Aggressive, taking your shots. You know, the numbers tell us to play on a drive in the NFL today, you're typically going to score. With that shot down the field, well, they're knocking on the door in the red zone.
Working inside the red zone. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
Quarterback of his renown, Kate, I'm not surprised at all to see him throw it into double coverage early. And that incompletion, well, it's just going to fuel his confidence that much more to keep forcing it.
So after the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and goal. Again, it's Burrow. No better luck than the last play, Brock, as he just has to get rid of it. Well, for a great opening drive, this is where you can run into that speed bump. We see it all the time, getting down near the end zone and trying to find your way in.
Yep, operated so well and efficiently, but when you get into the scoring zone, the red zone, that's when the pressure ramps up.
Last 2 passes haven't worked out. Another one likely coming. It's 3rd and goal. Sticking in the air, it's Burrow. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. So a bit stubborn there, Brock. They just kept throwing for it after pass fell incomplete. Now they've got 4th and goal.
Yeah, and you and I both know what's going to happen when these old linemen run off the sidelines, big fellas. They're not going to be too happy about not putting one run on the board.
No, sir.
A 23-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good. And that'll mark their first appearance in our scoring summary today.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. On the return, here comes Davis. And this drive will start inside the 25. Now for the 2nd time this game, we get a look at the New York offense. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. Jets getting ready for this 1st and 10. Here's Breece Hall on the ground for the first time. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. A gain of 26 yards there. And that's good for a Jets 1st down.
Even with everything he racked up on that run, you could argue he deserved maybe a little bit more. That call was the perfect one to break for big yards. The only thing that saved the defense from a score was getting that contact to slow him down and eventually, finally,
Finds a man. Mason Taylor has it. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
To the air, Taylor. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Okay, from my vantage point up here, that was pretty close to drawing a penalty flag. Risky decision on 1st down. There was a target in the area, so thus, no penalty, and we move on to 2nd.
Ball still on that 34-yard line, 2nd and 10. Here's Taylor to throw. Mechie hauls it in. Escapes the defender. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, a give to Hall. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Taken down at the 14-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Taylor now. It's caught left side by Mitchell. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. The rookie from Clemson in on that stop. Seventh play of the drive. They've been moving it well. This is 3rd and 6. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. And no one had a shot at that. It's at the back of the end zone, incomplete.
Well, he went for it all right there. That was a highlight reel waiting to happen if he could connect. So good to get out of the pocket and keep the play alive, but even better defensively to force the incompletion.
So on 4th down, here comes Nick Folk to attempt this for the Jets. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. And the kick by Folk is good. And we're all tied up now in the first half.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding the spread for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Here's Charlie Jones with the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Bengals all set to go for their second drive. They managed 3 on their last drive, but down inside the red zone, disappointing not to come away with a touchdown. Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10. Putting one of the tight ends in motion right. This drive will begin with a run by Brown. He dodged the tackle. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already at midfield. First down, Burrow to throw. The left side, and Gesicki has it. And he's able to get it past midfield and down to the Jets side.
Just stay on schedule. Just stay on schedule, right? SOS. Bad thing on a ship. Good thing on a football field. Even a little completion keeps this offense on schedule.
At the end of one, a field goal for each side, but no one has found the end zone just yet. Both teams neck and neck so far. We're back to Paycor Stadium right after this.
What you did to your hair? Oh, no.
Time for our second quarter. It'll be Bengals football to begin. They've got 2nd and 7 to start.
Anything but spending $20
Now shotgun
on a
handoff to
slot.
Brown. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So that means 3rd down coming up.
You want to see the term read and react to the little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Throw here, 3rd down. It is cut left side. And that is a great stop to deny him the marker. It's going to be 4th down.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Apparently a little too long to run the field goal unit out. The offense staying put to go for it. Ooh, maybe some nerves there. He moved early on 4th down. Now we're going to see if this affects their choice to go for it. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards. Trying for it with Burrow. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty, and off the field they go.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Looking to throw. Taylor fires right away, but incomplete.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field, but in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
Also, guys, if you are still watching
Throw this from the gun. Catch is made down the right sideline. It almost as he caught it. Does well to hold on to it. Gets him to the 37. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it's good for a New York 1st down.
Well, that one was drawn up and delivered beautifully, efficiently. If it's not circled on the call sheet already, you better believe it is now.
Here's Hall running his own read. Got to get on his own read, and the defenders were waiting for him. He goes down for a loss. I think we both sensed it as the play was developing, Brock. It didn't look like either guy wanted the football, and you can see why with how well it played out defensively.
Yeah, there's two looks as a quarterback you hate to see on your teammate's face. When you throw your receiver into coverage and he gets smacked, and then when you pitch it out to the running back and he gets the negative yards on his stat sheet, yeah, that's one the quarterback's got to rectify.
What are you doing here? Trouble brewing, and the Bengals bring him down. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough third down.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB could run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on third and very long. Third and long for him here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So that brings up fourth and long.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
And this one sails out, no return on the punt. The Bengals and running back Chase Brown getting set to begin another drive here. They're coming off a fourth down try that didn't work in their favor. Let's see how that might affect the approach they take this time out. Burrow now on first down. He throws a bullet to the center. He's got it deep downfield. Has a hole left, room to run. He makes it in for the Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals take the lead on the first play of the drive. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. That score was less about the throw, although it was good, partner, but it was more about getting it to somebody who knew exactly what to do with it.
Okay, it's a good thing the touchdown shows up on both their stat sheets, because sometimes it's quarterback who delivers, and sometimes it's the effort after the catch that really makes the magic happen.
McPherson on to try the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Bengals break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. On the return, here comes Davis. And he's brought down just inside the 25. New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. And they take over down 10-3 following that score. New York to the line. First and 10. Throwing now off the play action. Escapes the pocket.
The positive of that effort, he didn't go backwards. He didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on second down.
At the 26-yard line.
Second down now. They need 7. They send him left out of the slot. The give on second to Hall. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. That field is empty as they motion him out right. He'll air it out on third. Looking to call himself. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it could suck the wind out of that defense.
Here's Taylor. Finds him over the middle. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. The Jets take their first time out. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first.
And the Jets first down.
First and 10 from the 43. From the gun, it's Hall. And they're going to be humbled here on first down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Offense to the line for second down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Steps up, and he's running with it. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
This is one of those occasions that it looks so promising when you take off as a quarterback, and then you're reminded just how fast these defenses are in the NFL. Couldn't quite move the chains, but it wasn't for a lack of trying.
Quite the drive they've had, Brock, but they're up against it. 3rd and 5 now. Now it's Taylor. Oh, he's going to run for it. Timeout taken by New York. That's its second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Working now from the gun. Throwing the out route complete. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's second down.
Kate, if you and I took a whirlwind tour and watched young quarterbacks, the hardest route to complete is this one. A lot of them can throw go routes and slants and drags and in cuts, but throwing that out route takes some time, takes some precision, and a whole bunch of trust between QB and receiver.
They send the tight end in motion. Looking for a pass on 2nd and short. Johnson once more. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
The smartest pass catchers I've ever been around, they know how to set up an outcut beautifully. They recognize when they have leverage, how to sell the deep route, and then boom, they just break it out as if it's nothing.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. From the red zone now. It's out of harm's way after stringing together some nice yards on that run. Timeout called by the Jets. That's their final one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
That is quarterback play 101. Maybe not the first chapter of it, but man, is that important. Getting downfield, get what you can with your legs, then most importantly, protect yourself. Get down and don't take any extra contact.
Taylor. And they will score. Touchdown, New York. The Jets earn the chance to tie before halftime. It's an Adnan Mitchell touchdown. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Nick Folk now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Jets tie things 10-10. we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. So it goes for a touchback. Let's see what they decide to do with the time they've got remaining here.
At their own 35-yard line.
Burrow on first down. Hits him on the out route. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. 10 seconds to go in our half, partner. We've got whistles. It's a timeout.
Kid, I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally, but really trusting yourself to throw that out route, that comes with time and experience.
Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Right back to Chase. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Final timeout taken by the Bengals. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Evan McPherson on for the Bengals field goal. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And they've taken back the lead.
Just really nice execution on his part to convert there. For the kicker to pay off, really the execution of his teammates. He works so much on situational opportunities those minutes before halftime, and they maximized it.
And it looks like we're going to have time for one more play here, Brock, because this one goes for a touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
One final shot before the half. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. So a field goal game at the half. Good one so far, 2 quarters to go. Now let's check in with Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen with you from the EA Studios in Orlando. This has been a heck of a game so far. Just a field goal separating these two squads. You have to imagine both sides are trying to figure out how to clean things up, put some touchdowns up in the second half. Let's find out what goes on in the third quarter. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Here's the forecast for tomorrow in Boise. Look for some sun and snow flurries, with a high of 41 degrees Fahrenheit and a low of 24 degrees.
Excellent work as always, Scott. Love that halftime report. Just a field goal game for us here as we start quarter number 3. It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. On the return, here's Jones. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Bengals and Jamar Chase about to take over on offense once again. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, and just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Now, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. He let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
Motioning the tight end left. On 3rd down, here's Burrow. Stays in bounds and makes the catch. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds.
You know, I don't mind the scheme. In fact, I like the call. Just not on that 3rd down in particular. Need to get it closer to the sticks to have a chance to move those chains.
So on 4th down, Bengals calling on Ryan Rico for the punt. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. The Jets have their offense ready to go again. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
It's caught right side by Johnson. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. 34-yard line.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Hall running between the tackles. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
The tackle by Demetrius. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and inches.
Here we go. Goal line formation coming out on 3rd and inches. He has it on the QB sneak. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
It's a gain of a yard.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
We've set it downs from the 37. On first down, here comes Hall. And he's going to get forward for a gain of about 7 on that run. It's 2nd down.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. They go right back to Hall. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mocked up, too.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over. Over.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Has him on the quick hitter. It's a pickup of 4 yards, and that's good for a Jets first down.
As quarterback, when you have an out route versus man coverage, you're just hoping and just praying your offensive guy could turn the hips of that defender. And once you see that, you got to cut it loose and let it go, just as they did right there.
Oh, they're going to run the option to the short side. It'll be yard at most there, and 2nd down.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Hall takes it straight ahead. He has this one past the 50 and will start downhill into Bengals territory. A gain of about 3, so a third of what they needed. 3rd and 6 coming up. They'll throw 3rd and long. He lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. Another drop. The last 2 plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force this 4th down. Here comes the punting unit for the Jets. Austin McNamara will kick this away. And that couldn't have hit any better. That took the perfect bounce and went out of bounds at the 1. Out comes the offense for the Bengals. They're looking at the entire field in front of them. A long drive ahead, Brock, as they start out very close to their own goal line. Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. One of the tight ends in motion left. It's Burrow from the end zone. Catch made by Chase Brown. And he has it up to the 9-yard line before going down.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Burrow out of the shotgun. He'll step up, and there he goes. And Burrow gets enough for that 1st down, and then smartly gets down to avoid the hit.
15 yards on the play. That's good for the Bengals. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. Play action now, Burrow. That one's complete, right side. And out he goes on the final play of the quarter. This is the end of the 3rd quarter. The Bengals win it. They've got the lead, but this game is close. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Burrow to the air now. Dialing up a receiver screen. And he's tackled for a short gain.
How's your block shedding out there, boys? Because they need to get through some blocks to hang that screen up quickly. And they were Johnny on the spot.
3rd and just 2 to go. Here he is on 3rd and short. He's got Jones for the completion. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. The big play, and that's him 17 yards. And the Bengals have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He can take it to the house.
To throw again, it's Burrow. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Burrow throwing again on 2nd and 10. Into traffic, complete. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Not met many receivers in my life that don't love the spotlight, but you got to earn your place there. Easy way to do it, catches just like that, going up into double coverage and making the play anyway.
Good moving drive, but it could stall out here. We've got 3rd and 4. Again, it's Burrow. He's got Gesicki, complete. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Pickup of 12 on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
Burrow setting up the play action. Completed over the middle. And they stop it. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. The 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Brown quick on the draw here. Jukes away from one. He surges ahead for 5. Make it second down.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now second and 5. They'll send a receiver left. They give on second. It's Brown. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be third down. To work with in this final quarter.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Here they come. This is third and 5. Looking to throw. He's got the first down grab and still going. He's got a Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals make it a 9-point advantage. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. I should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here, but his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his second touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. No, not a Broadway guy. And with 2 scores now, it's what, a 2-score game? Yep. Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
Appreciate the honesty. Point after, up and good by McPherson. And the Bengals make it a 10-point ball game.
Bengals 20, Jets 10.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. On the return, here comes Davis. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Jets offense now set to take over. And they just saw that lead stretch out to a 2-score margin now. Really makes this a must-score series late.
And Kate, you know I believe this. You can never play this game in a state of desperation, but a state of urgency got to be a sky high right now.
To the air, Taylor. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. So it'll be second down.
Timing is everything in life, and timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
Looking to throw, Taylor. That's caught. It's Breece Hall. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
The Jets, first down. A gain of 22 yards.
We've reached the 2-minute warning from Cincy. Jets down by 10. Need to work as quick as you can here, Brock. 2 timeouts left, down 2 scores. It's first down. Taylor. Checks it down to Hall. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
You know, these running backs today, they are so versatile. It doesn't matter if they're outside of the backfield. You don't get somebody close to him, that throw is headed his way.
Second down now, 7 to go. Sticking to the air here. Finds him over the middle. And he's taken down quickly. Nicely done by the defense. But the catch does get him to the 39-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Well, bless his heart. Where some quarterbacks look off double coverage and check it down, this guy just attacks it head on. And why wouldn't he if he's capable of beating it for that kind of result?
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Timeout taken by New York. That's its second. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. Need to get that yardage back and a little bit more, too. It's 2nd and 14. Throwing, Taylor. Has a man on target to Johnson. And they're going to get just inside that red zone on the big play down to the 19. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
Hey, let's get those next-gen stats out here, Kate. See just how far he had to run between the snap of the football and when he finally got the throw. Did a beautiful job of settling down into zone coverage, even though it took him a whole lot of distance to get there.
And this is cut for a score, and we are not done here yet. Quite the strike to his tight end, and the patience he showed waiting for that to break open. That was awesome, and it's rewarded with 6.
You know, it should be simple, Kate, right? In philosophy, it should be simple. Just plaster that big guy. Throw bodies at him in coverage, but stopping the tight end near the end zone is anything but simple with how deceptively good they are as route runners and finding that football when it arrives.
This would put it back within a field goal.
Poor monkey, he was just trying to try something. What the frick, bro? What is it?
And he connects there, so now another kick from them. A field goal to tie this game in the 4th. So with 35 seconds left, no question about it, they've got to find a way to recover this kick. And that's the Bengals who are on that one. And that's a wrap on this ball game.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
The Bengals and Joe Burrow all set to take over. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember. But as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. Here's a design run. So the Bengals pick up the win in this one. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths. Because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Them or us?
All of us.
Yeah,
all of the above.
It is so hard, Kate, to match the adrenaline surge they feel right now and that they felt at every major turn throughout the second half. There's just something about a close game, the intensity that's there in every moment that you love to experience as a player, and that you hope in all these moments you can execute so you're the one celebrating and riding that wave of emotion.
That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott. The Bengals emerge as winners as we say so long from Cincinnati.
All because he didn't take the apple, I think. Also, guys, if you're